Probably the best thing I'm going to have all day long is that first cup of coffee in the morning. Good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. Joe Boo, Joe Boo, why you treat me like this, Joe Boo? I stand up for you. I give you good rum, cigars. And this is the way you treat me? This, Joe Boo? And of course, we got Joe Bear over here as well. And as always, I'm thanking you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. And happy game day. I hope you're getting your game day cup of coffee and getting ready. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up those football gods who have been having a rough year. I mean, it is really, really bad this year. I just don't even know what to say anymore. But, I'm wearing, this is one of my original Joe Boo t-shirts. This is from 2013. And, it's been 7 years of this, and it's been growing and growing and growing. Unfortunately, this season hasn't been the season that I would have liked to have had. We've been growing and growing and building and building. And, you thought maybe this year was something that we were building towards. But maybe it is in a way, because we've still grown quite a bit. Because today, oh my goodness, I couldn't have dreamed of doing this, what we're talking about today. Today may be the toughest live stream that I ever do. We got the new computer system this year and stuff, which may have gave us more capacity. Unfortunately, my mental capacity was still the same, and learning how to use it has been kind of difficult, but I'm learning. So today, we have our Dallas Cowboys going to Cincinnati to take on the Cincinnati Bengals in a battle that is huge. It is huge because the winner of this is in third place for that draft. The loser could drop out of the top 5. This thing is key to the future of these franchises. Now, it's crazy, but it's not nationally televised. It's not nationally televised because, well, let's face it, the NFL doesn't give a rat's ass about the Cowboys right now. So we're going to be live streaming reaction at that game starting at 12:45. But wait, if you act now, there's more, because we'll also be following along with a team that's now relevant, the team that's actually got the 1 o'clock slot. And that is the New York stinking Giants with Jason Garrett versus the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals at 6-6 right now on the outside looking in, needing to get a win to turn around their season and keep it going back in the right direction. Kyler Murray and the team started out hot as could be. They've kind of since cooled down, and they need to get this win to get back on track. The Giants, all of a sudden have turned things around. They've seemed to have gotten themselves together. They got Danny Dimes back in the lineup, and they're looking to go ahead and get to 6-7. Dare I say, close to 500. And if they do, that will go a long ways into their playoff aspirations, which is crazy to think about at this point. So we'll be following along with the Giants game, okay? We'll keep you up to date and everything that's going there. We'll be keeping you up to date with everything that's going on in the Cowboys. And that starts at 12:45. But wait, because you acted now, there's a free bonus into it. We're going to roll that live stream all the way from the 1 o'clock to the 4 o'clock games, to another game that is actually relevant. The Washington football team at 5-7, trying to keep pace with the New York Giants, are going to be taking on the San Francisco 49ers that have been a disappointment, much like the Dallas Cowboys have, coming off of being in the Super Bowl at 5-7, trying to save their season and at least get back to 500. So this game is key. A couple of weeks ago or earlier in the season, you would have thought, there's no chance for Washington in this game. But all of a sudden, with that defensive front and the ineptitude of the offense of the 49ers, you start looking at this and saying, there's a chance. And, of course, this is a chance for the Washington football team to kind of get back at Kyle Shanahan. It's been several years since he was there in Washington. But, again, there's that aspect of it. Ron Rivera's got the Washington football team actually playing really, really well because they built a defensive line and a defensive front that is doing magnificent things. But wait, because you are a special client, while we're watching that game, we're also going to have our exclusive Philly 500 meltdown cam. And boy, has that thing been melting down all season long with the Eagles. So we'll be following along with the New Orleans Saints versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And man, the last time Carson Wentz played against the Eagles, I think he had 3 interceptions. But he won't get that chance this week because he's sitting on the bench. Womp, 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 womp. So that's what we have for you guys today, starting at 1 o'clock. I got me a pot of chili that's going on in here. We'll have our chicken wings. I may need to get me some energy drinks because keeping up with 4 games over 7 hours, that's going to be something. So I've got to get my set up and everything else, get the scoreboards in there, and keep you up to date with everything that is on the Cowboys, as well as what's going on in the NFC East, because this division's been so crazy. The Cowboys could win this game. The Eagles probably will lose theirs. Washington and the Giants could both lose theirs. And then all of a sudden, you're kind of back into the mix, which is crazy. Or you could lose this and have the number 3 draft pick. Now, storylines for the Cowboys. Right now, we know that Cam Ervin has been placed on injured reserve. He is done for the year. And so we won't have that guy right there. We also know that they've activated William Sweet as well as Chris Westry onto the active roster because those 2 guys are helping to take care of the positions. The offensive line has been our bugaboo all season long, and we just cannot seem to keep guys healthy on the offensive line. Defensively, Antonio Brown. Wow. Did I say Antonio Brown? Adam Redmond was also cut, by the way. Adam Redmond was let go, and Tyler Badass is back. On the defense, Anthony Brown is going to be out, as well as Awuzie, who's dealing with COVID. So and of course, Diggs is out. So, of course, we have all of that going on. We have our lineup that's constantly in flux, and we have Andy Dalton going back home to Cincinnati. This is going to be interesting, if nothing else, to see how he reacts, to see if the team gets behind him. And more so than anything else, this week has been a crazy week for our Dallas Cowboys. And in saying so, I'm going to just actually play this clip. I don't like Mike Farello that much because he's kind of an ass. You know, he's the one who started out the Dez Bryant situation where there might be a video of Dez Bryant 10 times worse than the Ray Rice one with nothing to back it up, which literally sullied Dez Bryant. And to this day, people still think that there's a tape out there of him. But something happened that was catastrophic to the Cowboys this week. And that was, I'll let him explain this and then we'll talk about it.
When the NFL took the Packers-Colts game and moved it to 4:25 p.m. Eastern on a Sunday when Cowboys at Vikings was due to be the marquee late afternoon 4:25 p.m. kickoff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is one kind of the old glove slap in the face.
Right.
You know how they used to do the gloves?
Yeah.
They wouldn't slap you. They'd take the glove off and they'd hit you with the glove. Like, who's that going to hurt? This is the full-blown
Roundhouse.
slap. Like this is
uppercut.
the old who was the Jaguars guy that used to get hit in the face before the game?
Marcus
John
Stroud
Henderson?
or John Henderson. You're
Yeah,
right. That's
John
who it was.
Henderson.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what this is, because the Cowboys have been flexed out of prime time.
He's
Sunday
loving it.
Night
You know
Football.
that, right?
Cowboys 49ers. Are you kidding me? They're gone. Browns Giants is installed as the Sunday night game for Week 15.
I love
The
it.
Cowboys had never been flexed out of Sunday Night Football. That's the team everyone wants. You want the Cowboys. The Cowboys bring the numbers. The Cowboys bring the interest.
Yep.
The Cowboys bring the eyeballs. Not this year. And I remember asking Stephen Jones within the past 2 years, how is it that this team continues to – and I did it in a very positive way. It wasn't like, gee, you guys stink. Why does anyone watch you? It was, how is it that you've managed to continue this mystique and this draw and this attraction when the results haven't matched it? And, well, this year they haven't been able to maintain the mystique and the attraction and the draw because they got flexed out of prime time for the Browns and the Giants, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad. That's all
You're
I
glad?
can really say. I mean, that's the first thing. I don't want to – Dallas, I mean, is arguably the worst watch in football right now. They're up there. I mean, I'm dead serious. There's a part of me that I think would rather watch the Jets play than the Dallas Cowboys in a lot of ways. And I know there's
Boy, we're
especially
throwing
if they're gonna
shade
get zero
hard.
blitz.
well, yeah,
late
right.
in the game, absolutely.
Like, it's great theater always.
Yeah.
Well, and the Cowboys, of course, were trying to do their own stupid stuff early in the year too to make great theater as well. But I mean, I get it. You know what's the first off?
So here's what we got now. The Dallas Cowboys now are truly the laughingstock of the NFL. Now, I know they're enjoying this because they hate the Cowboys, so they're going to shade it even more. But, it's where your money comes in. It's where your exposure gets put in. For the first time in their history to be flexed out of a Sunday night game has to just shake the foundations of AT&T. You've heard a sense of urgency this week with the Dallas Cowboys. You've heard Jerry Jones question himself and put himself on notice that he stinks as a GM. You've heard Mike McCarthy now going after the players and saying you're not putting full effort. You've heard, Jalen Smith, the NFL Man of the Year nominee from the Cowboys, now saying that, I can put more effort, as well as the rest of the guys. You've heard Zeke Elliott saying, I've got to play through injuries and stuff. It's not that big of a deal that this contusion I have on my calf, I got to play. You may actually see the Dallas Cowboys come out of here with a sense of urgency, because now all of a sudden you, for the first time, may have really pissed off Jerry Jones. It's one thing to lose and still get paid, still have everybody watching, but now you're losing and people won't be able to watch. So I expect actually the Dallas Cowboys, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll roll over and die, and because, maybe this is the outward thing they're trying to put out there and they're really trying to tank. I just don't know what to expect in 2020 anymore. All I know is it stinks. And it'll be interesting to see if Andy Dalton comes out here motivated to have a great game because he's playing against his former team. It's going to be interesting to see if Mike McCarthy and Mike Nolan are coming out here and coaching like their job is on the line. It's going to be interesting to see if these players come out here and realize I may not be back next year right now because Jerry Jones is getting the hair on his ass and getting pissed off. It's going to be an interesting storyline, and hopefully I can bring all the action to you guys and I won't mess up. We'll be sitting here, like I said, starting at 12:45 doing our live stream. Hope you join in because we're going to have a ball. I'm Mark Holmes, and, well, we really going to put all this stuff to work today. I'll see you at 12:45.